And our next act has come all the way from Southampton. Please welcome Andy.
I mostly write short love poems and a small number about Palestine. This first one is called Love is Blind. These flowers are not for her eyes. Their true colours are unknown to us. Strange ultraviolet flags for eyes other than ours. And as the bee is also duped by the flower to carry pollen, still we try, confused by love, and try again to sense what's real. Sweet victims of biology, which makes blind fools of us all. Thank you. I tell you what, my poems are quite short, so don't worry about clapping in between, because you'll be going, when is this going to stop? You can just save it all up for the end. Okay, thank you. This one's called My Days Crash Down. My days crash down around me, silent waves in unperpetual motion. My time slips past unnoticed, like water flowing under the surface of a frozen river. I trace the arc of the wind in the gull's flight and wonder how strange to forget when it burns like a fuse inside us all. She captures all the light in the room and bends it around herself without even trying, because, like you or me, it wants to be near her, as if it too cannot escape the gravity of her beauty. This was called She Appeared in the Early Evening. I'm pleased the BBC had this for their World Poetry Day. She appeared in the early evening, seemingly out of nowhere, as if she had fallen out of the half-light of the early evening sky. But you know, love is fierce. She comes and goes, doesn't take advice or wait for what you decide. She comes and goes in her own time, and sadly, not yours, all mine. Another short love poetry called Even in Sleep. And you, my love, sleeping beside me, soft shoulders above white sheets, tousle blonde curls on the curve of your cheek, seem utterly removed, vulnerable, yet complete. Yet you curl around me, even in sleep. Okay. Wild creatures. It's supposedly so easy. All you have to do is find someone you love who loves you back. And perhaps we betray ourselves when we do not follow our hearts. Perhaps we betray other people when we do. But as the poet said, hearts are wild creatures. That's why our ribs are cages. But despite all her sullen afternoons and bitter evenings, the distorted shape of her endless nights of broken sleep, and her memories of lovers like ghosts that won't leave. When it seems like all the light has abandoned her world, her eyes are black and full of stars. This is called Mujadara. I apologize if I pronounced it incorrectly. She brings me Palestinian Mujadara she's eaten since she was a child, that she says she has just freshly made and made it vegetarian especially for me. She tells me it's freshly cooked and then delivers it straight to my door. And I don't really care what it tastes like. In fact, I'm not sure if I even want to eat it or just keep it as a memento of the fact that she would do something like this for me, and it's more than enough to make me happy again. And the last one, this is about, I organise things for PSC in Southampton, and this is for a demonstration for Nakba Day we organised about 8 years ago. We used to have about 15, 20 people come on them. I mean, a couple of hundred now, but that was then. And the only thing that's changed is the numbers have gone up. So I keep having to redo it with the number. It's called demonstration. Assembling by the bar gate for another demonstration for Palestine. A strange mix of older lefties, like social workers on a day out, and graceful young Muslim women in their hijabs with the Palestinian flag painted on their cheeks, but who chant so fiercely and passionately for Palestine. I then see an older woman in a headscarf standing off, watching us, with an indescribably powerful emotional expression in her eyes, and what I can only presume is her grandchild skips around her feet, and then she stops and watches us closely too. Dear grandmother, were you one of the 800,000 people forcibly evicted at gunpoint from your homes on Holland farms in Palestine, where your family had lived for centuries, by Zionist militias in 1948? Were the child's parents one of the thousands of innocents slaughtered in refugees camps in the Sabra and Shatila massacre with the support of Israel? And are the remnants of your family among the 67,000 people, over half of whom are women and children, currently being massacred by Israel in Gaza? We have had over 75 years of forced ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people from their own country and into refugee camps all over the Middle East. We have had 75 years of the murder of innocent Palestinian families while the world does nothing. And so, dear grandmother and child, I promise you this: I will do all within my power to stop the massacres of your brave and forgotten people from continuing. As a human being, I have a responsibility to you, and I will honour it. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks so much.